Hey baby.
Hey baby.
Hey baby.
Hey baby.
Hey, welcome back to Sun and Eos Gaming. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna go to the...
I forgot what we were doing.
We're going to Glitzville to get all glitzy.
We've actually been recording like
Did you know
today, like a bunch of things, and I still can't remember what we're doing.
hip young people call hot dogs glizzies?
Call them what?
They call them glizzies. That's a hip young person.
I was about to say, oh, you mean people like me? And then I was like, what the fuck's a glizzy?
Yeah, exactly. But
well, wait, so then can I call donuts glazies?
no. That's not how that works. You have to get on board with the like Skibbity Toilet and Ohio. I don't know.
I still don't really know what that means.
Skibbity Toilet? I don't know. There's also one, it's Sigma, and every time I hear it, I'm just like, oh, it's Sigma Ligma from Zero Escape.
Oh my god, Sigma Ligma. I was really obnoxious during that whole playthrough.
You were
but
fine.
God, I love Sigma Ligma.
You were fine.
That was about the highest level of comedy you'll get from me. Is Sigma Ligma.
It was fine. You were way hard on yourself. Your voices and I don't know. I like the characters.
Well,
every time I hear you mellow out in this episode, I'm like, oh.
You're married to me. I'm not mellowed out.
You're mellowed out. You're not doing as many voices as you used to do.
Well,
that's okay. You're a professor now.
I'm laid back.
You're a professor. You're not a PhD student.
I'm laid back and I'm enjoying Mario. Look we're on a blimp. This is awesome.
Yeah. You're in like professor mode. I'm just in.
No, if I were in professor mode. Well, here's the thing. Like,
of glitz and glory.
I'm obviously not. I don't make the same kinds of jokes that I do in the classroom that I would on our show, obviously. But the thing is, like, I am still a pretty upbeat. Like, I do crack a lot of jokes in class, and I try to have fun with students. Mainly because what I teach is a little intimidating, and it does help with like students finding the material approachable and finding me approachable as a professor. So there isn't like a whole lot of difference between this me and Professor me. Maybe like a degree of chill.
Well,
but
I imagine your humor in the classroom is more on the PG side.
Well, yes.
It's that.
No, yeah, I don't go in there with Luigi talking about what he's gonna do to his fucking My Little Pony set that day.
Well, no doubt about it. This is Glitzville. Can you believe it actually floats? Yeah, well, it's okay.
But you know, it's an effective approach to teaching if it's done like sensibly. Because I get a lot of student evaluations that come back and say like, I really enjoyed your sense of humor in class because it helped make really difficult material like it wasn't as dreadful. Oh, you're too short. You can't reach it.
It's real life problems.
Chuck Goombella up to it. But one of the most common like student feedback things I get on evaluations is we really enjoy your sense of humor, and it just makes the material a little bit more accessible and less intimidating. So I'm sure the feedback will be the same in the comments for the Virtue's Last Reward series, where they're like, oh my god, does this guy ever shut up? And to that, I say there's a whole no commentary section on the channel.
I talked about hip young people calling hot dogs glizzies.
Glitzies.
Glizzy is the word. Glizzy. But now they're talking about Glitzville hot dogs.
Oh, sick.
So it's like glitzy glizzies.
No, yeah, glitzy glizzies. Well, that's the name of this episode. Mm-hmm. Unless something else miraculous happens.
Well, everyone on Baldman's Discord shares their like glizzy like smoothies.
When we mentioned, we mentioned Baldman a lot. It's because it's a community that Crystal Eos is main. I mean, I'm not really a part of it, but I like the community. It's mainly because I'm so busy that I don't have a lot of time to involve myself in a lot of like Twitch or Discord communities. But when we say bald man, we're referring to Arator.
The bald man.
Who is also
He's
referred to as the bald man.
He's
or
completely
that
bald.
that other name that you showed me. But yeah, he's a Mario Maker 2 streamer. And
he's way more famous than us, so you guys probably know him.
Well,
You're more likely
the
to
thing
know
is,
him
like,
than us.
yeah, he has a large following. I don't know if he's like super famous, because even he said that he's not famous, and I know he's probably just like he's very modest, but you know, he does well for himself, and I have a lot of respect for his you know, how he's built himself up as a content creator. And I do occasionally lurk there, but when we refer to the bald man, we're referring to Arator.
But yeah, in any case, everybody knows that I'm the one who shares disgusting food memes. So everyone shows me these things called glizzies, but they're like in... Actually, one was in a Dairy Queen, like, milkshake. See, and with the hole down in the middle of the shaft, so you can like...
Yeah, it was the
drink.
hot dog was hollowed out so you could drink your milkshake through it like a straw.
Yeah. But
And
there's
you know,
all
that
kinds of
actually
stuff.
doesn't seem too bad.
That sounds nasty.
That's
That's why it's the perfect meme.
There was another one of a guy who hollowed out his hot dog and was using it as a straw to drink his beer.
There was
Like
a
that-
margarita
that-
one too
that-
recently.
That video that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, they're so great. But yeah, I get tagged in those all the time. And that's where I learned that hip young people call them glizzies.
I
But,
see.
you want to know a
Is it
funny...
me, or does that fresh juice place look like something you would actually see in like a Florida plaza? Or like,
It's pretty much...
it looks really legitimate.
It looks like a Jamba Juice, to be honest.
I like this place wherever they are.
They're in the sky.
They're in the sky.
Yeah, on a floating island thing. There's a meme going around on Instagram because the Ohio thing apparently is like hip young people talk. But it cracked me up. I was laughing really hard because it was the evil general from The Patriot in the scene where he's like, "Tell me about Ohio." And the meme was
Oh.
captioned, "When you're trying to get young people to explain their language." And
I
I
see.
laughed really hard.
Yeah, with that guy is a phenomenal actor.
He
by
is
the way.
amazing. That's where I knew him first. So when I watched like the second Harry Potter movie,
Do you know what's his name?
oh jeez, oh my god, it's on the tip of
It's
my
the
tongue.
actor who plays Malfoy's dad, Lucius in Harry Potter. That actor.
Yeah,
He also plays one of the British soldiers.
Jason Isaacs.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is
he's
that right?
phenomenal. Yeah,
Is that
Jason Isaacs.
Okay.
He is seriously phenomenal.
Yeah.
I knew him in his role as in The Patriot first. So when I watched that film, I like firstly the blonde, like the bleached hair, I couldn't get past. It was really funny.
I actually think he looks really good with the blonde hair.
I couldn't get past it because I was used to him being, like darker haired from The Patriot. And I was just like, wow, he's basically that same role. It's the same role. It's the same like sinister, really like, oh my gosh, malice dripping from all orifices. Extremely charismatic, but
Yeah, when I see him, I can't help but think like if they had recast for the original like Interview with the Vampire, and if they hadn't gone with Tom Cruise, I would imagine he would have made a really good charismatic Lestat.
maybe, yeah. But he's
you know.
too... I feel like Lestat is one of those like morally gray characters that everybody loves. Well, I mean, I don't know. You know what? Yeah.
Well, Tom Cruise did a really good job with the Lestat character.
Yeah,
in
but Tom
Interview with
Cruise,
the
like,
Vampire.
people are like really into him.
But every time I see that actor, what was it, Jason?
Jason Isaacs.
Jason Isaacs, yeah. I just imagine him cast as some role in like an Anne Rice, like a film adaptation of an Anne Rice novel, and I would really like to see that. Mm-hmm. That'd be pretty awesome.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, he is so good. I mean, everyone in The Patriot was really good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Heath Ledger in anything in a really long time.
Yeah, very young Heath Ledger.
Yeah. But we're gonna watch like Gone with the Wind.
Oh, we really are gonna watch it?
Well, yeah, I enjoyed it when I saw it. I read a bit of it as a kid. I didn't get through all of it because I was...
You said you read the book?
I read a little bit of it, yeah. But as a kid, like, I was kind of all over the place with my reading. And at the time I was reading Gone with the Wind, I was also reading, like, the Lemony Snicket series and, like, Cirque du Freak.
I love that you read a lot.
I was also reading Anne Rice, too. So I just, like, those, like, the horror books kind of took my interest more. Even, like kitty kind of, like, PG horror. Like vampires and stuff. Like I was really into the fantasy stuff, so.
Yeah, I you know, I mean, you know me, I had no friends as a kid, so I just spent all my time reading. And it really, what?
Go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, and so it helped a lot, because honestly, I've taken that into my adulthood. My way of coping with extreme isolation is just to read all day.
I mean, yeah, it's a thing. I mean, I would lose myself in video games too.
Yeah.
Like I would just like nonstop. I would just have Metal Gear, Tomb Raider, like all the like really old like 90s games and early 2000s. I would just kind of have them just like play. I would play them like back to back, like whenever I could, if I wasn't like hanging out with friends or outside or something. What's happening here?
Looks like I have to battle the bird.
I've been talking about Lestat and shit, and I just watched like a WWE SmackDown scene, and
yeah,
like I was like, what the fuck was going on in there?
We have to beat Rockhawk.
You have to beat who?
Rockhawk, the bird.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else.
Wait, what did you think I said?
That is the worst name, by the way. For like the worst like nickname is Blackhawk.
Rockhawk.
What's his name?
Rockhawk.
Oh, I thought. Okay, I heard Blackhawk. All right, never mind. Boy, you can't get through that crowd.
No.
I mean, Rockhawk isn't that much better either. So.
Okay, when you say it like that, I can hear it. I didn't think about that, but I've seen the way it was spelled.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like hawk.
Yeah.
I'll show you this guy.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think you can take him.
If any of you like actually work with hawks or get to know hawks, they are not as majestic as they are portrayed to be, and it's very endearing. Okay, so this is Rockhawk.
Okay.
There's the Coupon.
That's not that much better, but that's fine.
Coupinator, Chomp Country, Hamabama, and Flareback.
Crawdaddy.
The Magic Koopa Masters.
This is a long list.
Fuzz. The Fuzz, Shell Shockers, Poker Faces, Tiny Spideys, the Iron Adonis
it's
Twins, the Bomb Squad, the Punk Rocks, the Mind Bogglers, the Handed Overs, the Spike Storm, the Dead Bones, the Pokey Triplets, the KP Koopas, the Goomba Bros. Okay, so we have to battle all this.
You have to fight all of them?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, and this is how you get the third crystal star.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. That's a lot to fight. You mean you might as well be doing the 100 floor like challenge thing?
Yeah,
then, right?
but this is probably a little more contained.
It's accessible. Okay, so you need to find another way on stage.
Yeah, I have to.
Okay.
That's what I have to do.
Well, let's find the manager.
I'm on it. It's probably not in here. Just go find some important looking.
I love the videos of the hawks where they just like, they capture the wild ones because they're like in the house and the hawks just give them this look like,
yeah.
how could I have possibly been captured? And I have also turned into a small like defenseless doot, like at the same time.
Yes, they're so derpy and
They're
it's
very
really
fragile.
endearing.
They are fragile birds.
They are fragile. They're very scared. Like a lot of people think they're fierce. A lot of people are scared of hawks. And I mean, you gotta be careful for the talons, but like, they're not.
They're not malicious.
They're not malicious, and they're not out. They're not good. Like.
They're skittish as fuck.
They are extremely skittish. They're very shy. They're really cute. Like, you can form incredible connections with birds. Don't expect them to be like dogs. That's, I think, people.
Yeah, no.
What is it?
Can you sneak back there? I guess not. The camera probably would have tilted if you could. That ice cream cone looks really good.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. Nice. Goombella's like, okay.
But they are very dear birds. You can form.
Oh, have you tried stand under it real quick?
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I was gonna say like try ground pounding.
That's pretty brilliant. See, here I was thinking.
Usually he gains like a little bit of height, but
waiting for a little gimmick.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta try shit.
Well, now we can upgrade Flurry.
Okay. Oh, that hot dog looks really good.
But yeah, falconers can form incredible relationships and connections with their birds.
And it's very different from a dog or cat kind of.
Yeah,
it's actually probably closer to a cat relationship than a dog one, but still.
Yeah, and the best thing is just let the bird be the bird. Don't go into.
Yeah, the best thing you can do with a bird is establish a routine and stick to it.
Yeah, and connect with the bird.
Not necessarily try to train it, because it's not gonna. The bird has a personality, and you're kind of stuck with the bird.
Yeah, working with birds is all about figuring out what the bird is trying to communicate to you, because they will communicate their needs, and also letting the bird get used to you and what your expectations are. It's why
they're smart. They can sense boundaries and stuff. Dogs can't always sense that stuff.
I have a lot of experience with smaller like parrots and parakeets, and people get this idea. It's like, oh look, you train them to do tricks. It's like, it's not really about training. It's more you set up the expectation and let them.
It's back there.
What?
It's probably back there. Can you go past her?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
These are the VIP places. Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Grubba, the promoter. Grubba's office just down the hallway.
Just down the hallway.
You can't miss it.
Okay.
But yeah, I've had some really fun, like incredible experiences working, like being around birds. Just because, I don't know, I was like a little kid, like I got used to them really quickly. I'm not uncomfortable. The thing is, a lot of people I've noticed are just like terrified of birds, which is kind of a funny thought to me because my whole life is birds. I love birds. Well, I'm not scared of them. Yeah,
sure. I'm not afraid of them necessarily, but I do worry about. Hey, there's a hot dog up there. I like to protect my hands like as much as possible.
That's fair.
And also my eyes. And my violin teacher in New York City. Oh, I hope this doesn't give away who that is. Anyway, I guess I'll just say she had one of her like things was she had a parrot, and it was an African gray parrot, and she had a scar just under her eye from where this bird like bit into her.
Yes,
like
they
through
do
the
that.
flesh, like so that the beak was like embedded in the flesh. It was a very deep scar because of that. And, birds can, even if they're playing, they can draw blood from your hands and stuff.
Yeah.
And I do so much with my hands, like not just like gaming and stuff. Like I'm also a violinist that, any wrong thing that happens by like accident, can be pretty bad. So
That's true.
I like birds, but I don't prefer to handle them. So it's not that I'm scared. It's not that
much.
I know, but
it's fair though.
I'm not scared of them. I just like I have a rational yeah, irrational caution toward birds because of my
parrots
I just
and
don't...
large parrots are very willful. It's why I love cockatoos so much. I would never want a cockatoo. Like if we ever head down the route of getting birds, cockatiels and budgies, and cockatiels more so because they've got so much personality. But the thing is, all birds communicate with their beaks. If they're distressed, they will pinch. Yeah. And those birds, like they're little nutcrackers.
Yes. Yeah. And all it takes is breaking a finger at one like wrong angle or something, or like a really bad break, and you're just you won't be able to perform again.
Yeah.
At least not the same. So this is the guy you're supposed to be talking to become a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Fame and riches. Yeah, when I took Taekwondo as a kid, I kind of wanted to like become a mixed martial arts like competitor, or just like teach and also like teach, like have my own like facility where I taught. Yeah. That was what I wanted to do as a kid, like before I picked up a violin and started playing.
That's really cute.
That was something I wanted to do.
You probably could have done it.
Yeah, I think if I had never like gotten immersed in music and pursued like a musical career, I would have pursued an athletic one. And if not that, then something in college that I discovered when I was there on some athletic thing. I feel like I would have gone into teaching either way. Oh my god, there's a Game Boy Advance up there.
That's really
Check that
cute.
out. That's cozy. Yeah, I think I ended up giving my Game Boy Advance to my sister when I got a Game Boy SP. And I still have the Game Boy SP. It'd be really hard to capture those, like purely. You need like an emulator.
Yeah, I have
Crystal Eos has got like a collector's edition, like XL 3DS.
I don't know
somewhere.
where it is. I may as well not have it at this point.
It may turn up.
I hope so.
Like in the weirdest of places. You just gotta find it.
I hate looking in that room though. It stresses me out.
It might get easier the more like
clutter is removed, yeah.
Yeah.
It's also just all the dust.
Oh, a fighter contract. I wonder what those look like. Those have got to be really scary things to sign, just as far as like health and like risk management and stuff.
Uh-huh. But no, I do agree with you. Like respect, like here's the thing. I love raptors insanely much. Like one of my, when we're settled, I mean, even maybe in our time here, if I can easily, like reliably do it, is I'd love to volunteer for like a bird rescue. But I do have a respect and awareness that like all the raptors I like do have talons as sharp as knives, and you just have to understand how to work with that and know that, you know, they are... What the hell am I looking at? But I don't fear them at all. I have too much adoration for them to...
Fear isn't the right word. I just know what they're capable of, I guess.
Yeah, know what they can be capable of, but more often than not, they, the thing is...
It's not like they don't always mean to hurt or draw blood, but...
No, but the thing is, if you build a connection with those, like, raptors, like, most falconers obviously have the falconer's glove, but you can actually get to the point where you don't need the glove, because they know not to apply pressure. You have to get to that point,
sure.
But you know,
but still, all it takes is, being out with them and something distressing happens that you don't find to be rationally stressful, but the bird is stressed out and they start squeezing the fuck out of you. Like that can...
Oh.
Like if any of those talons like goes into your tendon, like that's just it. Like that may never repair the same.
Male raptors are some of the sweetest, like the females are amazing. They are insanely fierce, and it's really cool. The females are usually bigger too. but the males are smaller and they can be very protective. But in rescue, a lot of the times the males are more cooperative and a little gentler. They're not as tough. And it's kind of adorable. It's endearing with some of the rescue birds. The males are often more readily going to imprint on a human faster.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, it may not be a gender thing, it just may be that they're really attached, but they become like baby birds around you. What is your command ring? Ranked match. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, ready for your... Okay. The Goomba Bros. Don't you worry, they'll be a piece of cake, just mop them up.
Oh, okay, so you've got to get these conditions as well. So we got to make sure to appeal, or whatever the command is.
Okay, so now it's just appeal to the crowd.
Yeah. This is kind of, I don't know if charming's the right word, but I do like what they're doing here with this third world.
Okay.
I'm ready to fuck them up.
I should show you, there was an Oki the Owl live stream that was kind of... It was one of those cute and sad things, but it was also kind of amazing. Because Oki he goes out on walks just so he can experience outdoors. He's a pure human imprint, like he had to be rescued at a very small age because he was hit by a car, like, and could have died were he not rescued. I believe that was but he doesn't really know that he's a great horned owl. And when they go on walks...
Oh, yeah, that happens.
Yeah, he thinks he's just he just thinks he's, you know...
Well, they don't know any better. Like,
they don't know any better. He was raised, like, completely among kids.
Like, everything about, development of, even, young birds and, children, it's all enculturation.
Mm-hmm.
It's, one of the most important parts of, young age development. Which is why you get birds like that who are rescued from the wild, who don't behave like they're in the wild at all because they spent so much time with humans that they become domesticated.
Yeah, and
that they don't even know the concept of what wild is. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, and
sick.
His story is a really sweet one because...
Did you have to appeal to the crowd there?
I did, yeah.
Okay, you did. All right.
It's the first thing I did. His story is that if he were not rescued, he would have just, he would have just died. As roadkill.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, gone with the savage one.
I guess. But yeah, he's a sweet bird. He's an education ambassador, so he goes on tours with his human, and it's an opportunity to be up close to a great horned owl, and he's very affectionate. He likes to be near humans because he's used to humans. But yeah, this live stream, I watched it back when we were still at the old house. It was really amazing because it was autumn. And there was a female great horned owl that was nesting, and she did not like the presence of a male great horned owl. She considered him a threat, so she kept dive bombing him. And this poor owl used to get so stressed, so they eventually had to change their walks because they would get dive bombed by the owl. And it happened on the live stream where the owl followed them back home, and just kept dive bombing hey, back off. And eventually she left. Once they were out of her territory, she left, but she was not having it. I'm just it's just Oki. He's not a threat. It's literally just he's a baby. But
it's a little funny.
Yeah. Well, it was pretty amazing. But If the live stream, what ended up happening is his human had to like cradle him like a baby, like in her arms, and then just run off with the jacket hiding the owl. Because as long as the female owl can't see, like they can't smell. So it was pretty sad, but kind of funny. Like just seeing a majestic great horned owl being cradled like a baby with his eyes wide, but he was like crying too. Like you could tell he was so like, I don't understand this thing.
Yeah.
It's like to him, he's like he's being attacked for no reason.
Yeah, exactly.
But instead, in daytimes, she just took him out like to do like cliff sides. Okay, I guess we could save and wrap up the episode.
Yeah, next time on Sun and Eos Gaming, we're gonna whoop some more butts.
Yeah.
Is that how the pro wrestlers say it? They come out for their interview and they're like, I'm gonna whoop some butt.
I mean...
Oh. Okay.
I did a gentle.
Krista did a gentle. No boomy mic today.
Well,
we'll see you guys next time. If you want to give us some extra support, we've got a Patreon. We've got $5 a month. It's the only tier. You get exclusive content, including a monthly video where you can see our faces, and it's always a good time. We do a lot of fun stuff. And yeah, you can also join our on Patreon. You can join like Patreon only Discord channels on our Discord. But we appreciate your support.
Thank you.
You
very much.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Support your small channels that you like. Every bit of support helps.
Yeah, we're small. Feed us.
We don't need to be fed. This is a side hustle.
You know what I'm craving?
We're really passionate about it. And what are you craving?
Oh, lots of things.
Lots of things?
Yeah.
Well, I'll get you lots of things.
Really?
Yeah. We'll see you guys next time.